Hello pretty people, different angle, for not in the store today. We're just at our house here, also in Sturgis, Michigan, where we are making a video for to show to show you about everything Wagyu you need to know, cooking, and our story of course. And
this is going to be our YouTube channel. It's going to be an introduction of us, an introduction of what is Wagyu, an introduction what kind of cuts we got. We're going to do a series of recipes how to make stuff. We're going to have different chefs cooking for us and making recipes, because a lot of people are asking for, well, hey, this is lovely meat, do you have a recipe for me? And it's kind of, we hand them out sometimes on paper stuff.
It's easier when you can show. I'm like a show and tell. That's what I always like, so that's why we decided to do this. So yeah, welcome, and I hope you're going to enjoy this all, and we cannot wait to tell our story and show you the world of Wagyu and the world of the Vander Farmers and the Vander Hulst. So.
Yeah, this is a small introduction. Me and Marjolein, we met each other. We lived just north of Amsterdam, there where we grew up. Yeah, in the beginning of 2001, we moved to the US to have the American dream, to milk cows. And that's what we love. We are farmers, ranchers, we love cattle. And this brought us to our journey with raising an American Wagyu, what started in 2015. We've been crossbreeding our Holstein dairy cows with black American Wagyu. First it was for our own consumption, because we're foodies. So
we're foodies, yeah.
We love food, we love wine, we love partying. So this is all what we do, is kind of, and Wagyu fits really good in that.
Yeah, it's almost 10 years ago. We went on a romantic dinner, and we saw there was Wagyu on the cart, and we never heard about it. So we thought, no, let's try it and see if it's something that we just want to try. So we ordered it and ate it, and we loved it. So then Christmas came along, or close to Christmas came along, and I thought, oh, what shall I buy for my husband? You know how that goes. Like, it's always like 2 weeks before Christmas. Like, what do I get my husband? So I thought, oh yeah, we had that Wagyu, so maybe I'm gonna just buy him a Wagyu steak. And so I was looking for a tomahawk. So I went out into the world, tried to find them. So I called some farmers that were Wagyu raisers, and they were sold out, or they didn't have anything, or long story short, I could not find them. So I still bought him a tomahawk steak, a different one, or how do you say it? Just a Angus?
Yeah,
Angus. So after Christmas I said, I actually wanted to buy you this Wagyu tomahawk steak, but I couldn't find it anywhere. So then Mario's answer was?
Yeah, we do it ourselves. I get a hold of a bunch of Wagyu semen, and I artificially inseminated a bunch of my cows. And so back in what I think was the beginning of 2016, we had our first little baby calves on the farm. It's actually really snowballing. It started from nobody knew what's kind of Wagyu like 10 years ago. And that we have to defend ourselves for this little ugly calf, that was born. But now it's kind of, hey, this is, it's going to be Wagyu. All over, I think. It's the best meat you can taste. It's healthy, it's marbling, it gets super nice texture, it's got the intermuscular fat, which gives it a really excited flavor. Yeah, the flavor is out of this world. It's really hard to describe what Wagyu tastes like, but it's just like, yeah, I always say when people come to our store, you just have to try it and experience for yourself, and they all come back and say, wow, this is like amazing. So yeah, we have so much positive feedback on how this is tasting. It's been going around with our distributor IGF on the East Coast, and we go to the best restaurants in town, or not in town but in the country, and we do tastings, and everybody loves it. It's it's incredible. It's going to be a game changer in the beef industry. Yeah, so it's not just us saying it's delicious. It's also like our customers, our returning customers, which says a lot, and also the chefs that we work with. It's also really awesome to hear from chefs, because they can get all the product they can just
find. So just to hear, they love your product, that's really like, I always think that's so awesome.
Back into the beginning of 2022, we decided to do our own branding. We hired an awesome company who did all the branding for us, the logo,
Gas,
websites.
their name
Gas.
Gas from Chicago, they're awesome.
So that's what we've been growing and going, and it's really exciting. And
now we're here and making this YouTube video. Today I brought home to try. I made it one time myself, the baseball steak. I just threw it in a cast iron pan and did it like a little bit of pepper and salt, but he does a much better job. So I want to try this.
It's a sirloin baseball cap, so it's the center part of the sirloin, and we cut them in 8-ounce pieces. And it looks like a fillet, it's a little bit more beefier, but it still has an awesome taste, especially when it's with Wagyu.
Yeah.
What do you got more?
And I also have the beef flank steak. We had that, where were we? Where did we bring it to? Oh, Arnold and Lisa. We were at our friends, they live in Adrian, and it was kind of the first time I had one. So I bought, this is kind of a smaller one. We brought a bigger one, and Mario just made it to perfection. So I want to have it again.
Yeah, it's flank steak. So we pack it in like, a half pound. So it is, you don't have to buy, a 2 pound flank steak. This is actually really good to as it on a steak on your plate with some potatoes, lettuce, or whatever you want to make with it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try this out, or we leave this for next time. I don't know yet.
Yeah. And then this is something I really like too. We sell this to a lot of restaurants. It's a hanging or hanger steak. There's only one in a cow, so that's the problem. So if restaurants order this, we don't have them in stock all the time. So we just had a couple coming in, so I snatched one out because this is the one I probably want to have for dinner tonight.
Yeah, so the hanger steak is coming actually out of the middle part of the cow, and there's only one piece per cow. A lot of times there is, everything is double because you got two sides on a cow, but the hanger steak is right in the middle. It is a really popular cut of steak, especially when it's Wagyu.
Popular by chefs.
Yeah, a lot of people, a lot of restaurants have it on their menu. So what we do is we save them up, and then we have, some once in a while a sale of that we can, we have like 20 hangers for a restaurant that wants to do a Saturday evening special with it. Really nice cut, real beefy.
Yeah, and has a lot of marbling. Yes, yummy, yummy. So I'm happy I found one in the store, or we had them in the store now. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna open it up. This is also a nice story because, talking about Christmas again, he got this as a Christmas gift from the kids, from Roy.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
It's really nice now. Look how this is so cool. Yeah, don't know the brand yet, but I will tell you later if you want one. Can I cut it open? Can I open it up for you? Normally, I'm not allowed to help him. You know how that goes, husband and wife in the kitchen. They start fighting, right?
Right.
And everybody that knows me knows how bossy I am, so that's why I'm not allowed in there. Do you want to tell something about this? Because it's so differently shaped and...
Yeah, and actually I'm gonna trim it up a little bit. It is pretty this is like a pound, so it's just one in a cow. So there is some silver skin here on this side, so I'm gonna put my knife under that and just slice that off. Silver skin is kind of a tough, it doesn't cook right. It's hold the muscle together, the two muscles connected to each other. And so I'm gonna take that off, gonna take a little bit of the hot fat off. There is not a lot of fat on it actually. Our processor, Byron Center Meats in Byron Center, that's close to Grand Rapids, is doing an awesome job about packaging our stuff. It looks every week, it looks the same. Really professional company, and so we don't need to trim that off. Yeah, I got a couple loose pieces that I'm kind of cutting off, and this is so good for our dog. We have a dog, a golden retriever, Bowie. She's the most snobby meat dog there is, She eats Wagyu every day, and he stays young that way. So so I kind of cut it up, you know, my line.
Oh, you're not gonna do it in one piece?
No, I cut it. I trimmed it off.
Yeah.
I trimmed it off. So
That's dog. That's for the dog.
this is for a dog treat tonight. So what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna season it a whole lot. I do just some salt on it for now, and then later on I do put the pepper on, because I learned that if you put the pepper on, it starts burning up, and you get actually a little different flavor. But I put maybe a lot more. I do a lot of salt on, because it tastes so good. So I got it at room temperature. What is kind of important, so it cooks up more evenly. If you take it out of the refrigerator, it probably takes about 20-25 minutes to have it on room temperature. So.
So when he's done, and I want to eat the thing right away, you know, I'm always hungry. So why does it have to rest?
So it actually has to rest, because, you know, if you cut it now up, all the juices come out and you get a lot of blood on your plate. So if you wait like 5-10 minutes, the blood or kind of the juice get absorbed into the cells again, and then, you know, it's actually juicy then, you know, a lot more juicy than you cut it up right away. So be patient, wait like 5-10 minutes, and then cut it.
Be patient. I cannot be patient. I want to eat it.
Oh.
So do you have to cut it a certain way, or can you just cut it whatever?
I kind of, well, this is kind of, you know, a long kind of, you don't want to cut it like this. So it's actually, you know, slice it like, you know, an inch thick, and well, see how the results is, you know, it looks real good. It's like medium rare to medium. So
this is, you cannot like cut it the wrong way, so it gets tough.
no, it's on this hanger steak, just, you know, cut it, you know, in.
Oh yeah, that's what if I cut the meat, it's like, oh, stop, you have to cut it a different way. So that's why I'm asking.
I'm gonna put some pepper on to just give it, you know.
Can I try a piece already, or I have to wait?
You wanna try it, hon?
Yeah, normally the kids are running around here too, so I never have the chance to have the first bite. Normally half of it is gone already, so I'm so happy. I'm gonna take the small piece and the end piece, because that's my favorite.
Oh. Is it good?
Yeah. Yep. You don't have to be in the doghouse.
So, you know, if you like this, like and subscribe. In a couple of weeks, we got to have our second YouTube video on the Vander Farmers channel.
With Chef Jody and Mandy.
Yeah. So, like and subscribe. Our next and just follow us as we keep going, and you know, if we're going on this YouTube journey. So,
yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. See ya.